What's up, everybody? MILF Hunter Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we got a lot of things to talk about. Now, the first big story we gotta break down is the brand new Ask Valorant January 28th, which answers two big questions about not only all the ranked problems, but running and gunning as well. So we're gonna break all that down, plus talk about the brand new skins finally in the game. But go to the GameLeap website in the links down below right now for the latest and greatest in-depth guides that are guaranteed to help you climb the ranks of Valorant with ease. So if you want to take where you are right now, get yourself 2, 3, even 4 ranks higher, do yourself a favor, go check it out in the links down below. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now first, let's talk about the brand new skins that are finally in the game, the new Horizon skins that we got a sneak peek of before, but in case you haven't seen them, these are what they look like, and they look absolutely phenomenal. Yes, it's pretty expensive, sadly, and I really wish they would lower the price on skins in general, but as far as skins go, these are one of the better looking ones that I have seen so far. So if you're looking to get your teammates to ask you to drop a weapon for them every single round, then definitely pick up one of these skins. Now let's move on to the primary story, which is about the Ask Valorant January 28th, which is a series of questions. Unfortunately, there's only 2, but these are pretty big questions that the community asked, and then the Riot team answers, and they try to give us some clarity, and sometimes they reveal some stuff behind the scenes. So let's jump into the first question, which said, last month, you mentioned you're working on decreasing the running and shooting accuracy. Can you update us on the progress or what you're looking to adjust? And this is really in regards to the fact that we have no idea when it was coming. We have no idea what they're thinking of doing, whether it's going to be a giant weapon change altogether or just to the rifles. So some clarity on this would be great, and luckily for us, the Riot team delivered, stating this. We have some changes planned in patch 2.02, which by the way is next week, that should help address sentiment on running accuracy with rifles. Keep in mind, we're making sure not to change too many systems at once to ensure that shooting doesn't feel so dramatically different that you'll have to relearn habits. As always, we'll keep an eye on the changes and we'll continue to adjust as necessary. So thank the freaking Lord, we finally get some running and gunning nerfs in patch 2.02. That being said, the only weapons that are really being looked at are specifically rifles, which is something that we kind of speculated maybe they would actually change other weapons as well, but no, it looks like there's only going to be changes mainly to the Vandal and the Phantom. But honestly, the big problem before was always the Phantom, as Valorant has already been extremely forgiving for basically running and shooting before, and even 10s showed off that it could be used even in the higher ranks of play to far too good of a consistency level, and I really hope that the changes in this regard are pretty dramatic. And I understand, yes, when you actually increase the random pattern or the spread pattern or the penalty when you're moving, yes, there is still a possibility of headshotting a target, but it should not be consistent, and it should almost never ever happen. And I really hope that that's what they look to create with this patch. That being said, for those of you who have not mastered counter-strafing, this is the time to do it right now, because it's going to become incredibly apparent when these actually get patched in the next patch, which is on freaking Tuesday. If you do not have good gunplay fundamentals, if this patch is sizable by any means for rifles, you're not going to be able to hit the bright side of the barn unless you actually counter-strafe correctly or stop while you shoot. And if you're running and gunning, it's going to be pretty brutal. And I will imagine that some players that have been abusing this and never have learned the fundamentals will just completely drop some ranks. But speaking of ranks, there was another question and answers that is really interesting, and it's about the rank system, which, as we know, we've talked about it a million times, how it's a complete freaking mess right now. And the question stated this: at the start of the act, it seemed like I can rank higher and faster with my alternate accounts, where I was stuck in a much lower ranks for longer on my main account. Is the new rank system working as intended? And basically, a lot of this was happening because people's main accounts had actually higher MMR, so you're going up against harder teammates, and it seemed that it expected you to perform at a certain level, while if you got an alternate account with a fresh MMR, it was a lot easier for you to actually quickly climb the ladder, plus all the other crazy rank changes that we have been going through, which I'm not going to list them all. If you want to know those, you should definitely check out our previous videos. But the answer to this question is actually interesting. It stated this: we saw this weird pattern developing soon after launch, and main changes to help solve this with patch 2.01. It should actually be optimal now for the highest ranked players to use their main account instead of their alternate account due to the now reduced queue times, and their higher MMR will actually help them earn rank faster. We will be increasing the effectiveness of convergence, expecting to hit in one of the next patches. This will make it so previous season Immortal Plus players that still have high MMR will start to earn more ranked rating per win and less per loss than their lower MMR counterparts. Ultimately, they will climb the leaderboards faster and make it so that the most effective way to climb the leaderboard is to have high skill and high MMR. This will affect all ranks, so if you are really hard stuck silver, but your MMR says that you should be gold or plat, you will get there quicker. I know for a freaking fact, a lot of you in the comment section are going to be really happy to hear that one. But moving on, they stated, unfortunately, 1 week under the slightly wonky patch 2.0 system was enough time for top players to rally behind the effort to rely on their alternate accounts for quicker rank. When people played on an ult, they may have been finding matches quicker and ranked up faster, but now, in the long run, their ult will be at a lower MMR and earn less ranked rating per win than they would have when they were on their main account with higher MMR. That being said, we know that there are a few recent competitive changes around episode and act starts that some of you are unhappy about. We are looking at adjusting how we place you at the start of the new act and how quickly leaderboards become available. We'll also have a more detailed follow-up to share ahead of episode 2, act 2. Now, to basically sum this up as simple as I possibly can, if you were in a high rank before, your MMR will actually be high now, and you are going to be earning rank faster. That means if you're stuck in gold, but you have plat 2 MMR, you're gonna climb much quicker. If you were a radiant player and you're stuck in plat 3, you're gonna climb much quicker. And the convergence, which is how fast you will get to the rank that you deserve, will just happen much quicker. If you're not losing all your games and you're at least winning a good percentage of the games, like let's say you're going 50-50 because you're going up against people with your actual MMR, not your rank, even when you win, you're going to be gaining much more than you lose, so you will very quickly get to the rank that you deserve as long as you can maintain like a 50% win rate and you're not just getting shit on game after game. So regardless of what rank you are in, this is a very good thing. For those of you who feel like the rank system is just completely unfair right now, it will get everyone to the ranks they deserve much quicker, and before long, if this system works correctly, we will not have a shit rank system because everyone loves the fact that we can see the numbers go up and down. That was one of our biggest complaints before, and honestly, I personally didn't really want a new rank system. I just wanted to be able to see how much I was going up and down by instead of arbitrary up and down lines. But regardless, they gave us a completely new system, and there's just been a ton of problems with it. But this is looking to fix a lot of those problems, and hopefully people will actually go back to the ranks they were before, if not higher, if you actually deserve it. And before long, things should stabilize, and that is really exciting. But it doesn't look like this might be in the next patch point 2.0 on Tuesday. We do know that the other run and gun changes will be, but they did say, quote, it is expected to hit in one of the next patches, end quote, which means that it's probably going to be like 3 patches down the line. Sadly, I really think that they need to push this out as quickly as possible, but as usual, I want to know your opinion on this. Do you think it's something that needs to go out immediately? Would you rather them take their time on it? I definitely want to know your opinion about this entire thing in the comments down below, but go to the GameLeap website in the links down below to improve your skills. In a time when the ranked environment is kind of wonky, things are absolutely insane. If you can improve yourself for when this rank system gets fixed, you could be ready to easily climb the ladder, get yourself to whatever rank you so desire with ease. So do yourself a favor, go check it out in the links down below. But thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on the MILF hunt, and I'll see you tomorrow.